Good evening. First at 6, a chance to get up to $20,000 in college loans wiped out.
Applications officially opened today for President Biden's federal student loan forgiveness plan.
Today marks a big step among others that my administration is taking to make education a ticket to the middle class that folks can actually afford.
The president says 8 million people have already applied for the relief, but legal efforts to block it are underway. Ben Jordan goes in depth on whether lawsuits could put the plan in jeopardy.
The White House estimates 685,000 Wisconsinites are eligible for this student loan relief. But a UW-Madison professor who researches student loan programs says one lawsuit in particular could upend the forgiveness. UW-Milwaukee student Olivia Ferguson says she couldn't have been more excited 2 months ago about getting $10,000 in student loans wiped out before graduating college. Now that feeling is contrasted with worries the forgiveness may not happen.
Some of that anxiety started to creep back in, that it might not be as stable of a idea as we thought it was, and just the fear that that really good idea could be overturned.
Several lawsuits seek to do just that, as President Biden acknowledged today.
Litigation is underway, and I don't think our legal judgment is that it won't, but they're trying to stop it.
Some lawsuits have already been denied, like the one from Wisconsin, because the filer needs to prove they have what's called legal standing.
To get standing, you have to prove that you're harmed by these actions. And so to prove that you've been harmed by canceling a loan is a really hard needle to thread.
UW-Madison professor Nick Hillman says lawsuits are attacking the forgiveness plan from all sorts of angles to clear the legal standing hurdle. And more are expected to come now that the application process is officially open online. Out of the 3 that are currently still awaiting a court decision, Nick says one filed jointly by elected leaders in 6 states stands the best chance to undo the forgiveness.
The big one, though, that I think has the most credibility is the student loan servicers are the ones who are potentially directly harmed by these actions. If they are found to have standing and can proceed, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes all the way up to the Supreme Court and gets stopped before a single penny is canceled.
While Nick believes broad student loan forgiveness is uncertain at best at this point, the president of a nonprofit called the Institute for Student Loan Advisors argues the Biden administration scaled back eligibility for the forgiveness in an effort to ensure the lawsuits fail. For example, borrowers whose federal student loans are held by private lenders are now excluded.
I'm not going to say there's a 0% chance of something legally getting in the way of the broad debt relief. Again, right now, my gut tells me that the chances are pretty low that the entire program will be blocked. But as they say, one should never count their chickens until they're hatched.
While the application process is open, a court order means the Department of Education cannot begin discharging the loans until next Monday. Reporting in Milwaukee, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.
All right, Ben, thank you. And you can get more information about student loan forgiveness by scanning this QR code that you see on your screen right now. It will take you to the Federal Student and Debt Relief website, studentaid.gov. You'll find the applications and more information about how the program works and who qualifies.